Welcome back to my workshop. Now this is a continuation of the garden makeover that I've been doing. Now the last thing I did was the wood shed, which was this video, but now we've started on the main shed and I want to extend the main shed. Let me show you what we've got and I'll tell you what my plan was and then I'll tell you what my plan is. Right, let's get out in the garden and have a look at the shed. Right, so this is our current shed. Looks a fairly sturdy shed. It's been here since we moved in. Now the idea was I was going to keep it as a sturdy shed. I was going to move this wall out to where the string line is, and I was going to move the front wall out to where the string line is here. Okay, that's when I thought the shed was fairly sturdy. But let's have a look. Okay, so horror story begins. Look, the floor's rotten. The idea was I was going to keep this wall and the base, but this is obviously no good at all because it's rotting away. So look, yeah, completely rotten. So this other corner as well, look at this, look. You can get bloody badgers in there. So basically I've got to knock down the whole shed and basically start from the beginning. But before I do anything else, I've got to get rid of some of this questionable wiring. Okay, so I've got to rip all this out. This is arms of cable, okay, and that goes out to the house somewhere. So I've got to rip all this out, all of this lighting, and then some more wiring goes down here. So what I've got to do is rip that out and then knock this shed down. Ah, that's a bit of a shame. Right, here I go. Right, so some progress has been made. Where the shed was here, that's now gone. Most of it's been disassembled. All of the timber that I think I'm going to save has now been de-nailed, which took hours. Didn't film any of that because that's boring. But we've still got a pile of wood over here and another pile over there and a pile out the front. Let me show you what they are. Okay, so what we got here, these are all the uprights and some of the roof beams from the original shed. I'm going to try and keep those for some sort of construction on the new shed. That should save me some money. The old gate, the old door, I'm probably going to take apart. I've got about 1.5 sheets of ply that I've managed to salvage. That may be okay for the floor. The roofing felt, I've taken the roofing felt off, but I'm not going to use it as roofing felt. I'm probably going to use it underneath the base for some sort of protection. I'm going to have to make that as I go along. So that's one pile of wood. Let me take you over to show you what else I've got. Okay, so here is all de-nailed. This is all of the cladding from the front and the back and the sides of the shed. I don't know how much of this I'm going to be able to use. A lot of it is broken while I've been taking it off, so it can't be used as tongue and groove. But I might be able to use it for something. There's quite a bit of that, but obviously new shed's bigger, so I'm not going to be able to use that to cover the new shed. And then finally the lot of wood that I'm throwing away. Let me show you that. Okay, so this is the pile of wood that I'm actually throwing away. As you can see, all of this is rotten. Okay, this is all the floor. None of this is salvageable. I haven't got room to store it to burn, so this will all go in a skip. Right, next thing is groundwork. Okay, so this is the original concrete base. What I need to do is extend it out here by another couple of foot. This will give me enough to have an 8-foot deep shed, and then all of this grass here has all got to come out. Okay, and that should give me a 16-foot base, 16 foot by 9 foot. So that should allow me to have an 8-foot by 15-foot shed. That'll give me a foot around the back so I can get through to maintain the fence. Okay, and also obviously build the shed. So my next step is cut this out and get rid of all this grass. Then all that hardcore can go in the hole. Right, let's start digging. Right, so I started digging, set my camera up on time lapse, and it didn't bloody work. So you didn't see me sweating my bits off to get this lot out. Okay, so the grass is now gone. It's probably the hottest day of the year. Yesterday it was 33 degrees centigrade here, and it was baking hot. The ground is solid, okay, and ironically I've just got the grass out and it's just started to rain. I don't get this. I don't get this country. Anyway, right, so I've got to make it just a little bit deeper and then start breaking up some hardcore. But it's raining, so I think I'll go and have a cup of tea. Right, so I've now cleared all this area. The shuttering is down. Now all the shuttering is made out of bits and pieces from the old shed. That's why this is made up of 1, 2, 3 pieces. We've now got dogs walking all over the work site. Okay, so all this is cleared. This is actually level, but it doesn't look level, but it is. The garden is so up and down, but this is actually square and it's level. Okay, so next thing I've got to do is put this hardcore in the hole, and then see if I can tamp it down, and then I'm going to do a dry mix and fill it up. Right, so that's it so far. The shed base has now been extended to the side and to the front. That's all I can do now. I'm going to let that set, and then in the next video what I'll do is I'll start building the base for the shed. Okay, thank you very much for watching. Bye. Let me have a quick, let me show you the shuttering.